Oh, hey, it's a very different laundry day because today we are folding baby clothes. Welcome back to my channel. Usually I fold laundry and I tell a story or just yap or talk about a topic. But today I figured we would do a little nesting and folding. The piles have gotten bigger already, and as most people with kids or those who are familiar with people with kids have told me, the laundry piles are only going to get bigger and bigger as the days go on. So I'm trying to get ahead of myself. If you guys saw last week, a friend of mine dropped off like 2 big bags of hand-me-downs. So I washed everything and now I'm just gonna try to sort everything and put things away. We are about, as of today, we are like technically a month away from about a month away from our due date. So we're really getting there. And so I thought I would kind of give you an update on what's going on, how we're all feeling, etc., etc. I hope that you guys are having a good day. Today is actually the 4th of July. I wonder if I can do this and talk at the same time. What I'm trying to do is organize by month. So I have all the newborn stuff, and then I have the 0 to 3, and then I have the 3 to 6, and all that stuff is like in the drawers, like organized, and then everything above that I'm putting into a big basket so that when she's ready to grow into these sizes, like this is an 18-month, I'll pull down the box and sort of revamp the closet. That's the plan. So we'll just start making little piles. Anyways, today is the 4th of July, which typically is one of my favorite days to go barbecue, or like last year we went to, if you're familiar here in LA, this is 3 to 6. Here in LA, they show movies at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery, which sounds like really creepy, but it's actually like one of our favorite summer events to do. You bring a picnic and you bring chairs and games, and you guys have probably seen, maybe I even vlogged it once. Oh yeah, and I got these little Burt's Bees bird cloths, so cute. It's really, really fun. It's like a full event and people are just like in such good spirits and it's just so fun. But this year, unfortunately, I just can't do it. It's just too hot. There's a lot of walking involved, and then they're sitting like either on the ground or in beach chairs, and like I can't sit in like one position for too long without like everything hurting. So Jeff's gonna go a different day to go see a different movie. But last year we did go on the 4th of July, and we saw, oh goodness, I can't remember what movie we saw, but then after the movie they do fireworks, and it's just like so fun and silly. But this year looks a lot different. This year involves, oh my God, look at this little shirt. This year involved me going and dropping off. Do you guys remember I got a sauna a while ago? I think it was like over the lockdown. I got this like home sauna, this like big dome. I showed you guys it before, I know that I did. And it was really awesome to have here in the house, like such a luxury, like such an expense I didn't need to spend. But during lockdown, it was like, do anything to keep yourself sane, and that like made me feel sane and made me feel like, okay, I'm just gonna sweat, and like, and we used it a lot, we really loved it. But now with the baby coming, here's a newborn, we just like really need space in the house, like I've been talking about, as we continue to nest. So I put it up for sale. I put it up like several places, and a friend of mine, she's in this like mom purge group on Facebook. It's private, so you have to like be invited to it, and I'm not invited to it. Do you have to like actively have a kid? I guess you have to, and you have to like live in this certain area, whatever. The mom, basically what I'm getting around to is, one, talking about reselling today, and also talking about like mom, specifically mom groups on Facebook. It's a very interesting world, so stick with me if you're interested in this. You don't even need to be part of that community to maybe find this fascinating, because I certainly do. when she joined this group a while ago, I was like, this mom group thing is so weird. It feels very culty. But then she also told me like part of it was like they would go on retreats together. Like I just didn't really get it. But then she told me that she, like a subsector of this like group was this like resale group where people would basically put up items for sale, always like pretty nice, gently used items, and then, you know, sell from there. So it was like its own Facebook marketplace within Facebook, or within their like group. And so she was like, I can put stuff up for you. Oh my God, you guys, come on. I was like, great. So she did. And one of the caveats, and it sold, which is awesome. One of the caveats is if you don't live in that area, part of town, you have to offer free delivery. So I went and delivered. The good news is it's not like I'm delivering to a total stranger. It's a friend of a friend. So it felt safe. But anyways, that's what I was doing today. And it got me thinking, oof, to remind you guys that I'm like really obsessed with reselling right now. And so if you're a reseller, where are my resellers at? Raise your hands. Let me know about your experience. I was on Poshmark. Oh my God, you guys. It's just ridiculous. I was on Poshmark. I still am. There's like one jacket up on Poshmark. If you are a bride, it was this jean jacket that says bride on the back from Show Me Your Moo that I love so much. And I feel like I really want someone to enjoy it. It's up on there. So if you're interested, let me know. Happy to cut a deal if you want to just like DM me. It's just sitting in my closet. I feel bad that no one's using it. It's so cute. Anyways, so I was on Poshmark for a long time, and I think Poshmark's cool, except that like Poshmark does take a good amount. So in order to like make money on Poshmark, you kind of have to list your stuff high, and I would rather list my stuff lower and then you know, take it all myself, and then the person buying gets the deal. Like I actually really, obviously I'm doing it so that I can get the cash, but also I just, oh my God, I really enjoy like hooking people up. It's like, it brings me a lot of joy when someone takes something that I really love, because I feel sad getting rid of things sometimes, which like I know a lot of people experience. Like getting rid of your stuff sometimes has like emotional attachment to it, and it's hard. So knowing that someone's like enjoying it, or like will enjoy it, is like brings me joy. Maybe that's lame, but whatever. It's true. Let's see, this is gonna take me forever. Anyhow, so like for example, I sold this big vintage rug that I've had for years. You guys have seen it in videos. I mean, for years, that I love so much, but it's so big, and in order to get it cleaned properly, because it's vintage, it would cost like $500. I think I've talked about this before. I got it price checked, and it's like, because of the material and like the vintageness of it, it requires a special like kind of, they can't just like come in and clean it. Like you have to go get it cleaned. And it's like $500. And it's just like, this isn't practical, especially with a baby on the way. Like we need a washable rug. Like it's just not practical. Anyways, we put it up on Facebook Marketplace, and this great girl came and got it, and she was using it for work. She like works for a company that does like vintage clothing, and they like opened this loft space, and so whatever, she sent me pictures of the rug in the space, and it brought me like so much joy, because truthfully, this is so lame, and I know some of it is hormonal, but like when she took the rug, like Jeff like carried it out. He always is with me when I sell stuff, it's safer that way, but like I like cried. I like got a little emotional. I was like, just, I really love that rug, and like so many emotions and so many changes, but all good changes, because out with the old and in with the new. This is ridiculous. I should hang this up. Point being, question for you resellers, like what's the deal with Facebook Marketplace in terms of like so many people will just like do the generic bot reply that's like is it still available? That drives me nuts. It's like, if it's up, it's still available. And then if I like respond, oftentimes people just like don't respond back, and like I get it. I guess people are just like clicking away and shopping away and or aren't really serious. I just don't know like the mentality behind it, but like Jeff was blown away because he sells, but he sells on eBay. He was so like, I don't understand this process. Like, why would they ask if it's available? Isn't it available? And I was like, yes, exactly. It just like doesn't make any sense. So I'm trying to like sell this other piece of equipment, and it's like I've gotten so many is it availables, and when I respond I get like nothing back. So I'm just curious for people that sell on, oh my god, on Facebook Marketplace, if you've had similar experiences and if there's somewhere else that you prefer to sell. I guess I'd be like up for selling on Poshmark a little bit more. I could go through my closet and see if there's anything else worth putting up there, and if so, I'll let you know. They'll put the link down below. But right now I'm finding Marketplace to be pretty exciting, and then for really big ticket items that you know, I want to make sure get sold, we will use my friend's purge group, which gets me back to like these mommy groups on Facebook are wild. I like had no idea that so many of them existed, and granted, maybe I just had no idea all these like groups on Facebook existed, because I'm not really a big Facebooker. I don't have like my personal one, I'm like never ever use, and then I don't have like a public one anymore because it's just like I couldn't keep up with everything. And like I'm like, who uses Facebook? Well, you know who uses Facebook? Mommies. Mommies use Facebook. I'm not saying, I'm sure daddies use Facebook, parents use Facebook, many people use Facebook, but like my eyes are like wide open to this because a neighbor of mine was telling me, I saw like someone pull up to her house and I was like, oh, who is that? And she's like, oh, this chick is just like coming to pick, oh my god, is just coming to pick up something that I put on like Facebook, buy something, sell something. Sorry, I'm just like yapping. I hope that you're enjoying just hanging out, like literally just yapping. I missed you guys. I took a few days off. So what was I saying? Oh, buy nothing, sell nothing. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, she was like, oh yeah, there's so many of them, and like it's how I like got a lot of stuff for my kids and how I get rid of a lot of stuff for my kids. And she's like, it's literally the only reason why I'm on Facebook. And I was like, oh my god. She's like, sign up for it now. Also, like there's a lot of mommy communities on there. And I went down the rabbit hole, and there's like, you know, specific to your city, specific to your district, specific to selling, specific to buying, specific to meetups, specific to questions, specific to August babies. I mean, that like genre of group is so dense that it's like almost ridiculous. And each time you like go to join, you have to like not sign, but like fill out these questions, like what part of town are you from? Do you promise not to like, some of them are like, do you promise not to sell stuff? Do you promise not to promote stuff? Do you promise not to this, that? Oh my god, that or another, whatever, like whatever's like applicable to that specific group, and then they let you in. It's just like really intense, and I'm kind of, I can't tell what size this is. I'm kind of just like interested in that world in general, and maybe just like exploring more of it, not like in a documentary way, but like kind of. I don't know, I just find it like, it's like, who are these people that run these things? Why do they run these things? Do they benefit from running these things? Or is it all just like a community? Like it's literally just like a community board. I was at lunch the other day, this cute little like local cafe with my two girlfriends. There was like a community board there, like a bulletin board, which seems so obvious and silly, but I was like, oh my god, I don't see those that often, with like, you know, printed out paper ads for things and postcards for like local plays. And like, we live in Los Angeles, where like I think in small towns sometimes you see that more often, and it's like feels charming, but like here you don't like see it that often. And it was just like so refreshing. I was like, oh dude, I love a community board. I love a business card. I love a postcard. I love an ad. Like I love like a paper advertisement. And it's just like, I don't know, there's something so comforting about it. And I feel like that's what these groups on Facebook specifically are. And I just am like kind of fascinated with the world. And you could really like, you could just join like a million of them. Obviously there's ones for like YouTubers or, you know, celebrities or TV shows, whatever. Like, I know that those exist, but I find these like community versions so interesting. And I'm imagining like there's a lot of weird stuff and like drama that goes down on them. It's like Nextdoor, which I refuse to go on Nextdoor. I did try to sell something on Nextdoor, and then I was like, I don't want to be on here because like it's good to be informed about like what's happening in your city, but also it's like so scary. And like I feel like I'm the kind of person that like doesn't need to know 24/7 what's happening and like who's pulled out a knife where and who's naked on which corner. Like that's only going to cause me anxiety. I don't think it's going to like prevent me from, or like I don't think it's gonna keep me like safe. I think it's just gonna make me crazy. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like I'm not the person to be on one of those things. And I know like some people become like addicted to those and like want to know, this is ridiculous, want to know everything going on around them. And like I'm sort of the ignorance is bliss sometimes. So, but I do find like the communities on Facebook so fascinating. So questions for you guys now for down below, because I will never finish this if I keep chatting, and you guys are going to be like, what are you saying by the time I finish this? So here are my questions of the day. 1, are you part of a Facebook community? And if so, like what are your general feelings about it? 2, do you run or do you know anyone that runs one? And like if so, give me the scoop. 3, if you know anything about like the drama behind these like communities, like these like specifically like mommy communities on Facebook, please give me the scoop. I need to dive in further. I want to know more. Tell me everything. And alternately, if you're a reseller and you sell on there, if you have any tips or tricks, let us all know down below. There's actually a channel, oh shoot, I think it's the Sorry Girls. Does that sound right? They do like interior design, and there's like 2 of them, and they like kind of alternate who makes videos. And they did like a whole like vintage shopping via Facebook Marketplace video, and it was like, I just started it. It's super extensive and I was finding it very fascinating, but that was for buying. I'm curious as sellers, and I think they were even like, hey, if you want a video on how to sell on Facebook, like let us know. But if you have any insight to that, please let me know. Along with Poshmark, I know there's plenty channels that talk and make videos specifically about selling on Poshmark, and I think it's so interesting. Just the world of reselling is so fascinating, and I'm like, should I be doing reselling full time? It's so fun. But I think ultimately that's a kind of exhausting hustle. More power to you if that's what you do. I also think it requires you to have a lot of space. Like, because you have to store all this stuff. And right now we're all about getting rid of stuff. But yeah, that's my rant for the day. What a difference a year makes in terms of what our 4th of July looks like. I hope that you guys had a great holiday. This will go up the day after. And if you have animals, oh my God. Oh my God. I sure hope that your animals got through the night of fireworks okay. I feel so bad for them. She does pretty good because her very first 4th of July, I took her down, I don't even know why. Was I like not thinking? Like I took her down to like the beach, and there were fireworks and everything. And maybe that was like, this is ridiculous, speaking of 4th of July, maybe that was like a blessing in disguise that I was such an idiot back then that it didn't even occur to me that it might scare her. But I think maybe like it got her used to it so early on that she doesn't seem really affected by it. Also, they're not that loud around here, but may your animals have had an easy night last night. And yeah, thanks for listening as I yap. I'm really looking forward to reading your comments. And if you guys are interested in me diving in, this is so cute. Some of these I don't know what size they are, but oh my God, I feel like I really scored. if you want me to dive into the world, deeper into the world of these Facebook communities specifically, I just feel like the mommy ones are like so bizarre and I'm just like touching the surface. Let me know, definitely. I will reach out to people who have more info on that for sure. So I love you guys, you're great, and stay tuned. I think this week I got a whole new Nuuly rental situation, because if you saw my last Nuuly rental, which was not that long ago, like nothing fit, I did a really bad job. I actually ended up returning everything early and got a whole new batch of rentals because I knew I needed some stuff for this last leg of the pregnancy, including these overalls, which are so cute. I feel like I did really good this time, and this will probably be my last rental for a while. I imagine I'm going to pause the service for when the baby comes. I think I'll just be in sweats and pajamas for a while, and then I'll get back up onto it. So if you want to see that, let me know. And also, we are going to do a names we loved but ultimately didn't end up using, so stay tuned for that. I love you guys very much. I didn't achieve much, but boy did I have fun. Also, for real, someone's coming to pick up something that I posted, so fingers crossed they are real and all goes well. You never know. Okay, love you guys. Bye.